Ayan. According to a study na ginawa ng isang sociologist, her name is Naomi Eisenberger. Sabi ni Naomi Eisenberger and their team, which was published in science.org. Good evening, Coach Burns. Ayan, next time si Coach Burns naman ang magtutok. Ayan, habang nasa biyahe. Next time pag nag-train siya, nasa train. Nasa biyahe, no? Nagte-training. Ayan, going back, si Naomi Eisenberger, may pinablish silang study about brain and rejection. I found this in science.org. Sabi nila, what they did is they placed several groups. So, hindi lang isang beses sila nag-experiment, several groups. As per group, naglaro ng cyberball. Alam niyo yung cyberball? Para kang may VR na nasa mata. Yung sinusuot sa ulo, tapos para kang naglalaro virtually ng tennis or football. Naglaro sila ng ganun. Tapos 'di ba doon pwede kang pumili, pipiliin mo pala kung sino yung magiging ka-team mo. Tapos doon sa test, meron silang dalawang kinuha, one per team. One per side, team A and team B. So isang group, may team A, team B, meron pipili. So itong dalawang to, hindi nila alam na sila yung subject, na sila yung imo-monitor yung brain activities. Okay, so yung they chose to para i-test yung brain. And yung related kasi ito sa social interaction, yung chosen na dalawa, one per team, sa bawat group, actually, hindi nila alam na sila yung subject. So, interesting dito is when yung FM, yung functional MRI, magnetic resonance imaging ata, ibig sabihin ng MRI, yung nung inaral yung results nung brain activity nila, doon nakita na yung brain na gumagana when we are in pain physically also lights up during the rejection nung time na yun. Paano ba sila na-reject or na-ignore or na-neglect? Nung time na yung mga leaders nung team, nagse-select na sila nung mga team members nila, yung dalawang tao na subject, hindi sila pinili to be part of the team. Okay? So sila, may reaction sila dun sa hindi sila, nung na-neglect sila, hindi sila pinili dun sa team. Or they were last to be picked. Pero hindi nila alam na sila yung subject ah. Ang sinasabi sa kanila, hindi kayo yung subject, ibang tao. Pero sila pala yun. Kaya nung hindi sila napili, parang na-hurt sila. Bakit hindi ako kinuha nitong tao sa game? So literal pala masakit. Ito yan, here's another interesting idea. The researchers na pag-alaman nila na doon sa mga na-process yung situation, na skeptic, sabi, tingin ko ako yung subject dito. Alam nila na sila yung ire-reject. Alam nilang sila yung hindi pipiliin. Ine-expect ba ibig sabihin ine-expect na nila na sila yung subject dun sa test. Okay? Ibang area ng brain nila yung nag-react nung hindi sila pinili or when they were last to be picked. Okay? So yung mga hindi ine-expect na hurt. Pero itong mga term natin skeptic dun sa test, no? Dun sa experiment na yon. Yung nag-activate sa kanila is yung frontal lobe. Alam niyo yung frontal lobe ng brain natin? This is the part of our brain that handles yung problem solving, reasoning, logical part ng brain natin. So ibig sabihin hindi sila naging emotional, naging logical sila. So yung signal na isesend sana ng anong tawag dito, anterior cingulate cortex or ACC, ini-stop na agad kasi nag-operate yung frontal lobe. So moving forward, medyo scientific ba? Hindi po to health hub. Sorry, part siya ng para mas maintindihan natin kung paano gumana yung brain. So how did we arrive dito ba sa bakit yung physical pain is associated sa emotional pain? No, same na pinaprocess ng ating brain. So it roots back to the time ng Paleolithic age. Alam niyo yung Paleolithic age, 'di ba? Yung mga cave people. Yung hindi pa talaga socialized. Well, hindi pala. Hindi pa wala pang system, wala pang civilizations. So kanya-kanyang ano pa 'to, kanya-kanyang way mabuhay yung mga groups. So siyempre tayo, we are social creatures. We need other people to survive, tama? Lalo na nung time nila. Kasi that time, yung tribe mo, yung group mo, yung mga ka-community mo, ito yung source of safety and security mo. Security in food, security in your area. Kasi kapag may tribe na dumating, pwede kayong um, i-invade, tapos kunin lahat ng resources na meron kayo or yung mga tao na meron kayo. Yung ano sabi ko yung pagkain, di ba? Yung pag mag-hunt ng food, mas safe na may kasama ka kaysa sa mag-isa ka lang mag-hunt ng food. Isipin mo, ang lalaki ng mga huhulihin yung animal, saber-tooth, ba, mga tiger, lion, o kung ano man yung mga hayop na nandun. Mas mabilis maka-hunt ng food if marami kayo. So, noong time nila, mas mataas ang chance mo mag-survive if may kasama ka. So, it gives you a better chance to survive, makakain, at maprotect sa danger. Yun nga lang, if you get kicked out of the circle or you got lost habang nagta-travel, nagmamigrate yung grupo, di ba yung chances of survival ng isang Paleolithic man drops dramatically. Kasi ikaw na lang mag-isa. Wala ka nang kasama magpo-protect sa'yo, magha-hunt ng food with you. Di ba? Mas malamig ang gabi dahil mag-isa ka. Wala yung tribe mates mo. So as modern humans, we know na yung ngayon, being alone, hindi na yun equal to death. Kasi pwede kang magpa-grab, pwede ka bumili ng pagkain mo sa mall. Okay? Walang aatak sa yung hayop. 'Di ba kasi naayos na natin yung civilization, mas safe na ngayon. So hindi ka na mamamatay pero yung part ng brain natin na nagsasabi na you are done, mamamatay ka na pag na-reject ka or na cut off ka with the other people, pag dininay ka nila, 'di ba? Yung rejection is the same. Ganun pa rin yung sabi ng brain. Outcasted ka na meaning you're dead. It's gonna be painful. Trabaho ng brain i-protect ka, kaya hanggang ngayon ginagawa niya yun. So ang trabaho natin is not to allow yung ating ACC, yung emotions na yan, to take over the frontal lobe. So emotions are important pero we need to have that power over that with the frontal lobe. Okay lang naman maramdaman mo na nasaktan ka. Pero wag mo siyang patatagalin kasi na-encode yan sa iyo na masakit, 'di ba? Pag kumausap ako masakit, kailangan mo siyang i-interrupt. So, ano-ano ba yung mga common no na failure that we experience? So, unang-una, syempre, fear of failure. Sabi diyan, if I get rejected, it means I failed. Ako share ko lang no yung aking experience when I was hitting PPS. Naalala niyo yung time nagra-run kayo for PPS? 'Di ba? 'Yun yung sobrang dami mong gustong kausapin kasi fresh na fresh yung market mo. Tapos sa mind mo, na-imagine mo na yung mga best friend mo, yung mga kabarkada mo ng high school nung college. Or yung childhood friend mo, yan yung unang-una kong i-invite. Kasi PPS eh. So kailangan mabilis. 2 months lang, 56 days. Yun nga lang, na-reject ka, na-experience mo yung rejection. Unang rejection from the closest friend of yours. May deadline pa. Mas kinakabahan ka ngayon. So, every person naka-close mo pa na nag-say no felt like you are failing in this business. Naku, may future pa ba ako rito? Na-reject ako. So, yung isang rejection, na-equate mo siya sa failed na yung business mo or your business is failing. Right? Sa isa lang o naging dalawa. Patay na, wala na, gumuho na yung mundo mo. Yung second best friend mo. Nag-no din, nakasabi, Sky, no. Or pinaasa ka mag-join pero hindi. So nasaktan ka rin. 'Di ba? Sabi ni Shaira sa ni Burns, aray, 'di ba? Sakit. 'Di ba kasi yung no nila inequate natin to failure. Rational ba? Hindi. Pero emotionally, tama siya. Correct, masakit. 'Di ba? Sabi ng brain eh. Pero rationally, hindi. Logically, hindi dapat failure 'yun. Ngayon, pag binabalikan mo yung time na yon, isipin mo parang eng-eng pala ako no, naniniwala ako sa sarili ko na failure na siya. Hindi na ako magsasucceed dahil lang sa isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat na nag-no. 'Di ba? Not knowing na sabi nga 'di ba pag nag-act yung frontal lobe, the reasoning brain, the logical brain, na hindi pa failure 'yan. Part nga ng journey yung failure eh. Okay? Next, ano pa ibang fear? Fear of judgment. 'Di ba? Maraming judge sa mga kakilala mo, 'di ba? Dapat sila yung ilagay na judge sa mga competition. Kasi bakit? Nafi-feel mo, what if they think I'm not good enough? But what if they think yung business na binibuild ko na ano ako, na ostracize ako kasi tingin nila kadiri yung ginagawa ko dahil pang desperado. Diba? Yung ostracize, di ba, parang kinat off ka dun sa circle. Lahat sila naggumagala or nagmi-meet up, nagko-coffee, nagmi-milk tea, nagro-road trip. Pero ikaw wala ka sa picture. Baka kasi ikaw yung nagyuyusana. Ayaw ka nang isama kasi re-recruitin mo raw sila o bebentahan mo lang sila. Okay? So, naalala ko yung isang story nito, yung isang friend ko, close friend ko to nung high school. As in ka-basketball ko to, yung alam mo hindi kami nag-aaral pag may exam, basketball lang. Tapos na-invite ko, first three months ko, tapos na yung PPS ko nito, na-hit ko na siya. Tapos sila yung mga next kong in-invite. Tapos sabi, okay yan, maganda yan. Alam mo yung very positive. Tapos nung after nun, hindi na nagparamdam. Tina-follow up mo, walang sagot. Tapos years later, maririnig ko yung story na pinagkukukwento pala ako dun sa mga kabarkada namin. Na yan si Sheldon, nagyuyusa na yan. Yung networking. Alam niya na pag lumapit sa inyo. So also had those experiences. So, 'di ba andun yung tingin mo na what if they think na yung business ko hindi siya legit, na second rate business siya, na wala naman siya talagang bearing no sa society, walang ambag yung ganyang negosyo sa society. So meron tayong ganung judgment fear, no? Meron tayong iniisip natin yung sasabihin ng iba. And we feel na judged, we feel rejected when we hear those kinds of comments from them. Lalong-lalo na pag galing sa kabarakada mo. Diba? Ang nangyari, 'di ba, later on, hindi ko siya naging direct pero naging downline ko siya kasi naging direct siya nung kanyang kapatid. Na downline ko rin. Kinain niya yung sinabi niya. Kasi yun yung nakatulong sa kanya magpapayat. Yusana. Alright? So kaya nung siya na yung lumalapit doon sa mga kaibigan namin para, alam mo na, mag-invite at magbenta, negative na siya. Negative na siya kasi siya yung naunang nag-negative sa mga yun. Okay, so next, fear of loss. If they say na no, feeling ko lost opportunity na if they do not join, I feel na yung winning scenarios ko na babawasan. Yung chances ko to make it big lumiliit, nagiging slim. 'Di ba? Na parang nagsislip sa aking mga kamay. Parang buhangin na nalalaglag. Every no na bibitawan ko yung success. 'Di ba? Tumatakbo yung oras, yung edad ko, hindi na ako bumabata. So may mga ganung fear, no, pag nare-reject ka. And again, etong mga to they are feelings, so they are valid. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of loss. Pero every time you feel these feelings, remember the 3 Ps. Kung yung gobyerno may 4 Ps, gumagana pa ba yun, yung 4 Ps? Meron pa ba nun? Hindi ko na alam eh. Dito, ang tandaan nyo, 3 Ps. Ano yung 3 Ps na yan? So number 1, is it personal? Yung rejection ba nung kaibigan mo or nung hindi mo kaibigan, personal ba yan? It's always a no. Ang kanyang um, nire-reject is yung business proposal mo. Hindi ikaw. Kasi kunwari, meron kang ibang i-offer, tatanggapin ba niya? Or may iba kang input? Or may iba kang gustong pag-usapang idea? Nag-agree ba siya? Yes. Diba? Pero ikaw, kaibigan ka niya. Diba? Sometimes, sabi ni Coach Marsha, pinipersonal ni Coach Marsha minsan. Diba? Maghanda sila next time. Pinipersonal ni Coach Marsha. So, yung business yung kanyang nire-reject, yung proposal yung kanyang ayaw, hindi ikaw. So, for example, paano ko to lalagyan ng isa pang example. Kung hindi nyo sana business mo, nag-open ka ng business, ang binibenta mo ay Um, graba. Graba talaga naisip ko eh, no? May nagko-construction kasi sa tabi namin. Gravel yung binibenta mo. Pag lumapit ka ba sa friend, kunwari si Janet, friend ko, Janet, bili ka naman ng graba sa akin. Anong gagawin ni Janet sa graba? Or kunwari, si Joe, bili ka naman ng graba. Eh, hindi naman ako magpapatayo ng bayo o magre-renovate. Anong gagawin ko? Okay? So, ibig sabihin, again, it's the product or the business ang kanyang nire-reject, hindi ikaw. It's just that, tingin niya, hindi pa niya kailangan. Pag hindi pa niya kailangan, wag mong ipilit. So, that is number one. Next, permanent ba yan yung kanyang ano? Sorry. Number two is pervasive. Nag-skip na ako. Ano yung pervasive? Lahat ba ng ino-offer mo, nire-reject ng tao? Meaning, sa lahat ng area ng buhay mo ba ay nire-reject? Or yung in-offer mo lang? Di ba isolated incident lang naman yan? Sa'yo sana ka lang naman na-reject. Or yung prospect lang naman yan na nag-reject. So it's a no. Hindi siya everything rejected. It's just that one instance. Okay, isolated incident, 'di ba? Yung baka nung araw na 'yon, hindi na-reject ka man sa offer mo ng Sales Essentials, pero yung asawa mo or yung boyfriend mo, yung girlfriend mo na-affirm ka naman today na you did well, 'di ba? For today. Mabait ka, magaling ka magluto, 'di ba? Or whatever it is, yung or baka sa work mo na praise ka ng katrabaho mo or ng boss mo for a job well done today. So, na-reject ka man sa sana, at least yung ibang part ng buhay mo, which is the big part, hindi ka naman na-reject. So, ibig sabihin, yung rejection na yon hindi siya pervasive. It's just an isolated case. Last, is it permanent? Lagi ba akong mare-reject? And probably not. Maraming beses ka mare-reject pero hindi yan permanent. Kasi baka yung next meeting mo, yes na. Or itong prospect na to, specific na prospect na nag-no ngayon, na nagsabing hindi today, temporary lang yun. Kasi later on, baka mag-yes na yan sa future. Diba? So it is not permanent. So if it's not personal, not pervasive, and not permanent, don't take it seriously. Huwag mong hayaan yung ACC mo ang mag-take over. Again, ano dapat siya mag-take over? Naalala nyo pa? Nagpa-exam eh, no? Ano dapat siya mag-take over? Hindi dapat si ACC, dapat si... Sige, tingnan natin kung naalala niyo kung sino. Frontal lobe. Ayan, front lobe, sabi ni Coach Janet. Nakikinig si Coach Janet at saka si Coach Glenda. Alam ang sagot. Hayaan yung bigyan ng moment yung ACC ng brain nyo. Pero, wag niyong patagalin. Kailangan magte-take over si frontal lobe. Diba? Yung magsasabi na, okay, huddle up. Diba? Bangon na. Tapos na ang drama. Trabaho na ulit. Move on tayo sa buhay natin. Alright. So, again, 3Ps, personal, pervasive, and permanent. Next, ito. I have a video.
When someone closes a door in your face, all you have to remember is when God allows them to close the door in your face, all God wants you to do is walk up the hall. It's some doors. You just got to walk up the hall. Because I can promise you, he got a better door that he wants you to go through than the one that got shut in your face. That's a fact.
Oh, that's a fact daw. Na pag merong nagsarado ng pinto sa'yo, lakad ka pa. Try mo yung ibang pinto. Baka mas maganda yung rooms nun. Mas maganda yung bahay na yun. Diba? Kasi if you don't stop knocking sa mga pinto, you will always find a better home, a better room. Na welcome ka. Yung hindi ka pagsasaraduhan ng pinto. Okay? So, yung rejection, hindi yan failure. It means someone na hindi pa siya yung right fit sa panahon na ngayon. Kaya wag mo siyang personalin. So, yung mga successful na entrepreneurs, athletes, mga business leaders, or yung mga normal na tao, 'di ba? Ito yung mga naging successful pero they have experienced lots of rejection. They just don't take it personally. Diretso lang sila sa kanilang buhay. They understand the game. So ito nga yung frontal lobe moving forward, 'di ba? Paano natin pinaka-maximize si frontal lobe? So I'm going to lead you into an exercise. Short lang 'to. Pero I want everyone to really participate. All in. So you're gonna be using your frontal lobe and si ACC. Pareho. So sa start, si ACC, yung ating part ng brain that handles yung emotions, pero later on, we will shift into the frontal lobe. Paano yan? Okay, so ako, meron akong isang special training na inatendan years ago. Diba? I spent money to attend this training, this workshop. Ano siya actually? 3 days na workshop. May advanced, merong intermediate, may pang beginner. So na-attendan ko yung pang intermediate at saka pang advanced na seminar. So dun sa experience na yun, doon ko na-realize na we have our brains, we have power over it. You are not your thoughts, you are not your brain. You are you. Okay? You are more than your thoughts. Kaya wag tayo and most of all the emotions. Kaya wag tayo magpapatalo sa ating thoughts and emotions. So, paano to ginagawa? So, let's play like a consultant to our situation. So, balikan ninyo yung greatest nyo na, hindi naman greatest, hindi naman kailangan na sobrang drama. Yung rejection nyo, kunwari si Coach Glenda, gusto niyang balikan yung time na na-reject siya ng visa. Or si Janet at sa Shaira, yung kanilang experience sa kanilang mga high school friends na hindi nag-join. Okay? So, balikan nyo yung time na yan. Think of that rejection. Or if you want to try another moment of rejection in your life, pwede rin naman. So, balikan natin. So, I encourage everyone to stay still. Diba? Breathe in para mag-relax muna tayo, mag-reset. And breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in, dahan-dahan, slowly. And then hold for a few seconds. And then breathe out slowly ulit. And then breathe in. Last time. And then breathe out. Breathe out. Dahan-dahan. O, na-relax ba kayo? Alam niyo yung sign na na-relax ka? Yung kapag bumagal yung takbo ng isip mo at saka nag-ano ka na naghikab, ibig sabihin na-relax yung nervous system. That's a perfect time to process things. So, ngayon, balikan nyo yung isang moment in your life where you feel rejected. Where you feel discouraged, you feel hurt, no, na hindi yung outcome na hinihintay mo o yung response na hinihintay mo from one person, from one organization, from a situation, turned out na hindi yun. A bad thing happened or bad response, hindi ito yung ina-expect mo. Okay, balikan nyo. What do you feel nung panahon na yun? Balikan nyo rin. Anong emotions na yon na nagra-rise up nung time na yon? Ano yung, aside sa na-feel mo, ano yung nakikita mo? Ano yung nasa paligid nung panahon na yon? Ano yung, nasaan ka? No? Balikan mo, nasaan ka nung panahon na yon? And ano yung naririnig mo sa paligid? 'Di ba? Maingay ba doon? Tahimik? May music? No? Dagdagan mo yung music, no? Lakasan mo konti para maging mas ano siya, vibrant sa yung memory for you. Okay? So, ano yung mga na sa mind mo nung time na yan? Okay? So, yan yung point of view mo. You could be hurt and baka umiiyak pa yung iba sa inyo, diba? Or bad trip, galit, o kung anumang negative na emotion. But, I want you to also now imagine, no? Breathe in kayo ulit. Breathe in and then breathe out. 'Di ba? Ngayon type nyo ano yung huli nyong kinain. Type nyo sa chat box. Let's break muna yung process na yon. Ano yung huli nyong kinain? Ako huli kong kinain candy. Kayo ba? Ano yung huli nyong natikmang pag-snack? Biscuit si Coach Janet. Orange. Pasarapan ba 'to ng ilalagay or pa-healthy? Pinaka-healthy. So far pinaka-healthy nanalo si Coach Burns. Okay? So habang nag-type yung iba, I want to move to the next. Now, think of the other person na nag-reject sa inyo. This could be a USANA prospect. This could be a friend. This could be your lover. This could be your parents, kapatid, si boss or katrabaho or simply the situation na kung saan ka nilagay ni Lord. No, itong taong 'to na nag-reject sa'yo, ano kaya yung tumatakbo sa isip niya? Bakit ka niya ni-reject? Bakit dininay niya yung hinahanap mo? May reason ba? Reasonable ba yung pag-reject niya sa'yo? Right? Hayaan mo siyang mag-explain sa'yo ngayon. Sinasadya ba niya yon? Na gusto kanyang palungkutin, saktan, asarin, galitin, i-disappoint, betray? Meron ba siyang explanation for that? Okay, and last, no, bago tayo yun yung point of view niya. I hope nakatulong. Pero itong last part, bago tayo pumasok rito, ang gusto kong next na itanong sa inyo is, ano yung una mong ginawa nung gumising ka ngayong araw? Ako nag-init ng tubig kasi maaga kami umalis today, para pangkain ng anak ko. School day, center day ng mga homeschoolers. What did you do first? Ngayong umaga, uminom ng tubig, very good. Napaka-healthy naman ni Coach Burns. Orange na yung huling kinain. Mahilig paggising pa sa umaga, tubig. Perfect. Diba? So, going forward, ito yung last. So, nag-start tayo from your perspective and then perspective ng nag-CR and then pray. Yan. First perspective is you. Next perspective is the person who rejected you. And the third is si Lord. Okay? Sa position ni Lord, ano kaya yung Diyos, no? Ano kaya yung reason bakit mo na-experience itong rejection na to? Okay? Ano yung gusto niyang ituro sa'yo because of this rejection? So, kumbaga siya yung nag-o-observe eh. May nag-reject sa'yo, tapos ikaw to. Tapos andito siya, outside. Ano kaya sa tingin mo yung gusto niyang sabihin or ano yung gusto niyang ituro sa'yo during that moment na na-reject ka? Okay? Ano yung gusto niyang iparating? Ano yung gusto niyang ipa-feel sa'yo? Ano yung naghihintay sa'yo sa future? Ano kaya yung promise that will come out, the good thing that will come out of this bad situation? Think of it. Ano kaya yung sasabihin ni Lord sa'yo? O ano yung gustong gawin ng Diyos para sa'yo sa buhay mo? Okay? So, sabi nga, rejection is redirection. Every no brings you closer to a yes. So, sinong gusto mag-share? Kahit chat na lang, no? Kasi patapos na tayo. May last slide na lang ako. Ayan, sabi ni Coach Marsha, I learned na mag-start mag-inner healing gradually para mas strong sa next chapter, maging handa sa future. Inner healing, big word. This is one healing na hindi mo kasi nakikita. You don't notice the emotional wounds of people. Pag tinignan mo siya, parang okay, pero sa loob niya, may wounds. And yung inner healing na yan, it's our responsibility. Hindi yan responsibility ng mga naka-hurt sa atin. Responsibility natin yan na mag-heal on our own. So this exercise na ginawa ko for you, this is one thing that can help you heal in your inner wounds. Pero syempre, hindi naman ako professional. Yan, may mga nangyari sa past na nag-cause pala ng wounds and learn how to move on, sabi naman ni Coach Glenda. So, syempre walang replacement sa mga professionals like a therapist, psychiatrist, or whatever na professional na kailangan. But this one thing you can do para mag-heal tayo. Okay? So when it comes to business, sabi nga 'di ba, ang every rejection, every no brings you closer to a yes. Na meron palang gold sa no. So ano yung isang bagay na natutunan ng isang expert na network marketer? Ito, I have a short video, 2 minutes lang to. Enjoy. How did this person, si Ray Higdon, turned turned him from a nobody into a millionaire.
Instead of focusing on getting the yes,
Yep.
if you average out, you're going to get one yes out of 10 conversations, 9 no's and 1 yes.
Sure.
You can take how much you get from the yes, divide it by 10,
Sure.
and you're going to get paid whether you get a no or a yes, and you can do those infinitely. Your goal, which is an extraordinary goal, by the way, an extraordinary commitment, is to try to get 20 people every day to say no to you.
Yes.
To say, no, I'm not interested. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me again.
Right.
I'm out. And it's hard to get somebody to say, I'm out.
Yeah.
Really. You decided that you're going to use this in order to be able to rebuild your life inside of network marketing.
Yeah.
So describe that experience.
The two things that I think it does the best for you is it reduces your resistance to rejection and your reaction to rejection. So now when you have a no goal, it's like, oh, okay, cool. It's great. I'm one closer. I mean, I did it every way you can imagine, right? I mean, warm market, cold market. I recruited people on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, TripAdvisor, MySpace. I recruited my son's crossing guard. Like, I was talking to everyone I could. I would go to the car wash, grab all the business cards and just dial them. I'd call realtor signs. Like, there was really nothing I wouldn't do, but I had to get 20 no's a day. And I kept that up for 6 months.
Did you ever get to like 18 and say, you know what, I need some quick no's, and call them up and kind of say, please say no to me so I can go to sleep?
I never cheated.
No?
I never cheated.
You never shortcutted it?
I never shortcutted that. Now, I didn't do that for years. I mean, I did that for like 6 months of 20 no's a day, every day.
I don't know of anybody else in network marketing that literally got 20 no's a day for 6 months.
I've had 3 people tell me that they did.
I want to meet them.
I don't have any proof. All 3 became $1 million earners.
If you like this video and
Okay. Okay ba yung video? Parang may delay, no? Or naintindihan nyo naman? Naintindihan. So si Ray Higdon, isa to sa mga favorite kong marketer. So ngayon, ang concept niya, 20 no's a day. Hindi mo i-count yung yes. Kunwari may bumili, may nag-join. Hindi counted yun sa kanya. So for 6 months, ang buhay niya revolved on finding 20 no's every day. Na nagsabi, nope, hindi ako bibili. Nope, hindi ako mag-join. Nope. No, 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 no. 20 no's every day. So, ibig sabihin, the path to a yes is no. Merong isa kasing book, nabasa ko rin to, maganda yung book, na Go for No. Type nyo sa, libre to, Go for No. Etong Go for No is a book, hindi si Ray Higdon ang author, pero it helped him revolutionize yung kanyang business sa network marketing. And it made him a millionaire. 6 months, tiniis na yung 20 no's per day until nag-skyrocket yung kanyang negosyo. So, ang call to action, let's go out, talk to people, and find 5. Hindi nga 20, 5 lang every day, yung magno-no. Naku, Janet, ayoko yan. Diba na-experience mo na yun, Coach Janet, diba nilalak mo palang schedule, ayaw na. Parang networking yung sinasabi mo. Ayoko yan eh. Cool. Sige, next. 5. Ang goal mo lang maka 5 every day na no. 5 rejections. Okay? Pag may nag-yes, hindi counted yun sa challenge. 5 rejections today. Go and find it. Bakit? Kasi it's not a failure, it's a feedback. The more you embrace it, the faster that we grow. So, yun lang. Thank you for participating. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for playing it out, yung ating exercise. And next time, na nakita niyo yung picture, sa baba, sa left-hand corner, lower left, ayan, bowling yan. Baka makasama kayo next time. Ha? Punta kayo kasi masaya. Para matalo ko kayo. Sorry, competitive po ako. Hindi po ako nagpapatalo kahit downline ko. Kahit asawa ko nga, hindi ko pinapaporma eh. So, wag kayong mag-expect na mananalo kayo sa akin. Even laugh. So, yun lang. Thank you so much sa inyong nandito. And of course, kay Coach Glenda na naging host natin sa short notice. Yun lang. Thank you. Stop not the recording.